Hello everyone, welcome to my iPad. I'm going to go to inspiration. This is my tech vision. I did this in a few hours. It was actually kind of fun. I liked how that kind of flowed, so that was kind of cool. So I'm just going to pretty much really quickly go through certain screens and pause it. No, I'm not going to pause it, but you can pause it as you go through it, so I'm not really going to chat through it. You can just kind of see what I kind of had in mind. Okay, thanks. Okay, here's the in the middle, and the main point is why? Why technology in a classroom? Well, to first teach the way of learning, that's the big one. We want to teach the way of it. I'm not really worried about what, it's the way we learn. Um, Curriculum is delivered with a question mark and not a statement. And then I believe technology will efficiently assist in accomplishing this. I don't want to take out activity. I don't want to take out that response that you get from humans, but I think technology definitely plays a role. Okay, for this really to work, assessment is a huge part of it, if not the most part of my vision. We have to see assessment differently. And I think that we've really made a mess of things on assessment because it's really easy to make a mess of things, and it's really hard to do things right. Okay, so technology can make assessments in real time, all the time. We also want to use exemplars as well for this. And when we use exemplars, what we're saying is this type of work meets what the standards. You can go far and above these, and here are the tools to use that. But as you're working these things out, we're going to be taking real-time information from that and seeing how best to guide you and to see how you're doing. And we're not going to stop assessing you. We're not going to give you a test at the end because it's the product. It's what you build. It's what you design. It's what you make of the information that you gained, even if it's a very simple problem. I mean, in that there's something that you create. Immediately, that's what gets assessed, and it happens automatic. And let's do away with grades completely. We're not going to have grades. There's no point of it anymore. You either reach the assessment, you reach the standards, or you go above them, or you try a different way. And we set that up as quality teachers to do that. You don't fail. And I want to point this out, and go ahead and pause it and read it. I'm not going to read it for you. I'm assuming everyone who's watching can read, so there's no point in me doing that. So here we go. I'll wait for 5 seconds so you can pause it and read, and then I'll move on. Okay, a part of what we do for assessments is make portfolios. We have digital portfolios, and I don't know if you can see this, but right there is Weebly, and I don't know why I used a picture that doesn't have the Weebly name in it, but Weebly is a great way of students making digital portfolios, all the way down to second grade. The, the, the click and drag feature is great. When I point these out, I also want to mention that teachers need to get parent permission to use any of these type of tools. It's very explicit, especially when you're signing up using a password and an email. But Google Drive is something that we use in our district, and it is catching on like wildfire. Unfortunately, we have too many wildfires up here, but that's a different topic. Google Drive is a great place for students to store what they want, what they need, and have it continue as they go through the grade levels. And it's a wonderful tool. Okay, this is an embedded, real-time embedded assessments are great. I will admit they're hard to use. You really have to be on top of your game if you're really going to look at it and analyze the data that's coming at you. It can be difficult if you have a lot of students to report to. But still, these things are getting more intelligent as they move on, and they really feed back that information to the student. SimCity was being used in the early 90s, and it was using embedded technology. I'm sorry, that last statement was incomplete. Embedded assessment technology. I got to see what my taxes were doing. I would set a tax rate and people would leave. And I knew I had to change something. So that's embedded assessment. And I would have to, if I was using it in school, I would report on that. I've broken down the delivery of tech vision in three categories: teachers, students, oh, sorry, students and classes, community. Okay, here's my plan for teachers. I'll try to do it really fast. Okay, I believe a teacher should use tool instruction. Really good, right? So tool instruction offers learners instruction on device literacy and how to use them with max efficiency. Shortcut pathways matter. It makes things faster and more efficient, right? That's what employers want. Even down to second grade, we start training this type of methodology. They start buying into it. Okay, so teachers need to learn how to use iPads. And we can see this right here. iPads. So we want to know all the shortcuts to those and some great ones. We've got Google Apps. Here's a whole training center right here that's fantastic for you, teaching us how to use Google Drive, Google Calendar, Google Sites, a lot of great things that we can use in the classroom. A teacher needs to know how to instruct students on how to use that, all the way down second or third grade. Okay, remember, a lot of this is click and drag. A second grader can pull that off. First grader, yeah, that's hit and miss. Okay, next one. They need to be masters of digital differentiation, and this goes to you don't fail. You just have to try a different way, and this is the teacher's job. The ethics will provide a strong sense of when and where to apply technology and who should benefit. So one thing we have right now is dictation. Dictation is coming a long way, and it's going to help a lot of students with dyslexia and learning disabilities. But we have to learn how to use it appropriately. We shouldn't use it in every situation. So we have to be able to control the digital environment that we're in, and that's the teacher's job. We also are going to use collaboration much more efficiently using things like Google Sites, Edmodo, and we also want to really focus down on our PLCs, which is supportive and shared leadership, collective creativity, shared values and vision, supportive conditions, and shared personal practices. To do this, we're not going to do this. To do this correctly, we're not going to do this once a week. We're going to do it ongoing using wikis, websites, and just sharing those opportunities that we have. Sharing, the experiences that we have whenever we can, and we can do this using technology. All right, here we go. We're almost done. We got students and classes. These are multi-grades. I want to do away with this whole first, second, third, fourth, fifth. It's ridiculous. I don't get it. Teaching for 7 years in a classroom, I cannot package a kid because of their age. And in 3 years, I taught 4 grade levels because I taught a first, second, and third, and I taught a third and fourth. 1, 2, 2, 3. I guess that's 4 years. Either way, it's a lot of grades, right? So I didn't see it. I didn't see this, oh yeah, you're 8, you should be in this grade. Redonkulous. Okay, so project-based learning is going to be a big part of it. Their classes, they're going to have one homeroom, but it gets a little tricky after that. Okay, so our homeroom right here, bonk, is tech literacy stations and learning centers. Really, that's what the homeroom should focus on, and the homeroom teacher should be focusing on while they're coaching and really motivating, going, you're doing a great job. What is that? That is cool. Can you show me how you do that? Is there another way you can do that? Really using questions to motivate the students' critical thinking skills. But really, this is where technology can really change the school. Because now, I'm asking every student to join one of each. So students in grade 3 of 12 will engage in one of each of these groups, and they'll have to report on that. And there's going to be heavy accountability within this system for reporting on what they're learning and what they're doing in these classes and how they're contributing, all the way down to 3rd grade, and not just contributing, but contributing to high standards using rubrics and exemplars. So we've got language arts, math, liberal arts, science, and community history. Everything's pretty much covered. Okay, I'm almost at 10 minutes, and that's pretty much the limit, so I just want to point out community. Go ahead and pause this if you want to take a look. I'm not going to go through it really fast. So you're more than welcome to see. I'll even pull it in slowly for us. And we're now at instruction and curriculum. This is really fascinating because here's where you can see where the coaching comes in. heavy on the accountability, assessment all the time. You're constantly being assessed. None of this, oh, do your best. There's no try, only do. I'm a big fan of Yoda. He said that. Okay, so where did this come from? Oh, there we go. Essential questions is a great one. This is how we drive that instruction. We don't just give we don't give them the information like we used to. Hey, this is a question. Can you come up with a response for this? Okay, and then, I don't know if you got this, but the group designs the I can statements. I can be able to do this once I answer this question. And this is this whole concept of building critical thinking. And so instruction and curriculum is subject topics should incorporate local trade and natural resource industry when applicable. A lot of technology within this because this is what businesses want. And this is where the community is always left out. And it really bugs me. They should be really invested into this. They should be giving money. Okay, and that money part is a big thing because they're going to buy into the education, and the people coming out of that will buy into the community and the businesses that are driving that community. All right, so I added this too, and this is, I think, an important feature that we should be seeing in the future is where teachers are provided supplemental contracts for grant writing for tech projects and devices. I'm a huge fan of going, government, you guys are awesome, you're doing a great job, thank you. But really, we can't just call on you. We have to call on our local communities. We have to call on the philanthropists out there to really help us inaugurate these new tech visions. Not tech plans, but visions. This is why I'm doing this. What do you think? Do you agree? And seeing if they're going to buy in. And that's really the only way we're going to pull this off is we can't do it alone. We're just service workers. I mean, we really need the innovators in there. And to buy in, and to do that, you really have the teachers saying, I'm in too. So that's it. That's my tech plan. I got to sign off. It's 12. It's been over 12 minutes. You guys have got to be falling asleep by now. So thank you. Love you guys. Bye-bye.